If you're considering getting the VanEssentials side screen or rear screen, then you're going to want to watch this video to see what you're in for. It's a good product, but it wasn't super easy to install. But I am pretty happy with the final result, and I think this is going to take van camping to the next level. We are back to working on the van, and I have VanEssentials. I ordered one of those, this is one of those screen kits for the very back and for the side door of my Sprinter van. I paid for this, so we are going to see how it looks. If I end up liking this, and then you guys end up liking this because I like this, let's tell VanEssentials, and maybe they'll send me a coupon code I can share with you guys. This is Perfect Fit LLC. Mercedes-Benz bug screen rear door. Mercedes-Benz bug screen sliding door. It's like 2 boxes taped together. Good Lord, they taped this shit. Just open! All right. This is the side. I'm not real sure what the hell is holding this thing together. Feels pretty heavy duty. It says, do not install too tight. It needs some leeway to move. Clamps, probably for installation, and some clips. Is this the same thing? Clamps and some clips. Let's keep these separate in case there's a different number of clips, but I doubt it. This is nice material. Where are the screens? Oh, this is the back. The back only has screens at the top. All right, that's the back. This is the side. Oh yeah, okay. That's mole screeny. And that should be a magnet down there. All right, well, it's not much to look at until we put it in the van and see how it actually fits and works. I'm gonna install this one first. It says pull this down in like 1 foot increments, but that seems stupid. I'm gonna do the whole top first because you're supposed to clean as you go. I'm just gonna use simple green. I mean, it's really not that dirty. First things first, you gotta figure out exactly the positioning. So I guess I don't know how it attaches at the bottom. I guess it just hangs at the bottom. I was thinking it would be attached all the way around. All right, yeah, here, clamp it. Can you reach? Yeah. Right here. Give me the other one. It looks like you want this to hang, well, just like that. It's a little crooked. Hold that taut a little bit like this, like one hand right there. Lower it a little bit. Is that better?
That's good, isn't it?
I'm gonna just put one in first and then see what it does. You have more? Cool. You hand me one of the big ones? All right, there we go. All right, let's make sure that goes all the way. Yeah, that looks fine. One more. All right, I got a hammer. Right. Why is that not going in? Will you hold that? Why is this a pain? Oh, there's a little bump there. Where it's like extra fat. And the gloves don't help. Just go on there. If every one of them's like, can I hold the hammer? There, I got one. So this is gonna take roughly 3 years. I mean, that looks okay, I guess. We're just gonna suffer our way through all that and we'll go along that edge. So I got the kit that came with the front and the back. The one for the side, or side and the back, the one for the side does come with 2 packs of big clips and little clips. The one for the back clearly just has 2 packs of the same size clips.
Those are definitely bigger.
All right, well, what about these? Those are smaller.
Yes, I hand you the big ones.
I mean, it depends on where I am. So here would be a small one. Here would be a big one. So big one to here, so this pinch weld or whatever that's called. Actually about there. So I'll just go back and forth.
So you do it all the way down?
You go all the way, yeah, to the edge. For the side door, there's 2 size clips you need to use. The smaller goes where there's only 1 thickness of metal around the opening, and in some spot there's like a double thickness. Make sure you're using the big ones because you cannot get the small ones on that area. I've decided to see if I can get the weather stripping back in up top before I keep going too much, so I'm not getting it too tight or something. I took off way more than they tell you to, but whatever. Luckily this stuff goes in fairly easily. Okay, that's gonna go back in fine. I think I have this a little too tight through there. All right, I'm going to take this off. I had the material too tight around this corner and I could not press the weather stripping back into place. So I decided to start all over. Try not to make this mistake. These little pins are a pain to take off the fabric. Pull it over a little more towards this way and let it hang down a little further. The clamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the clamp. I'm gonna start right here. Just beat the side of your car with a hammer. Can I have another small one? Okay, that was not too bad. Let's get across the top and then we'll try to go down that edge. All right, good enough. Will that keep enough bugs out? You keep a few of them. So follow the instructions. That seems to work better. All right, let's see if I can get around this corner. That seems to be the hard part. You gotta make sure that gets shoved up in there. A big one, please. A couple small ones down this edge, which I still think I could have probably come over a little more my way. I could trim like very loosely, like leaving extra in case I decide to redo it later. Like, who cares if there's a little extra floppy do? Go into your home. Okay. They say if you get it too tight, the magnet doesn't hold together very good. We're almost done with this one, actually, believe it or not. You saw that, right? It was going to go straight to the ground. All right, at the bottom it's a double, so I need the big ones. Ooh. Let's get two more. Ta-da. Like, I'm not going to trim any of that.
Maybe that corner.
Ta-da. It comes together pretty good. Ow, it pinched me. It's too strong. Okay, done. The best technique seems to be to pull out a section of weather stripping, put together some of these clips. I only place them about every 6 inches, and then place the weather stripping back as you go, which is what the instructions said. I don't think it's necessarily to not take the whole thing off at once, but do make sure you're putting it back in place as you move around. And this should be small as the rest of the way down. Okay, so that's a little funky looking down there, because I think it just is going to look like that. It's a little floppier than I thought it was going to be. This side might need to be up just a little bit, because that's not quite even. But I'm not going to worry about that. So I think you would pretty much drive around with it rolled up. Yeah, because that way you're just jumping in and out, and then when you get there, you would drop it and roll it down. So let's make sure the door shuts. I'm just gonna roll it up real quick. It seems I want to make sure I can do it by myself. You probably don't even have to roll it up as much as I'm doing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see if it'll shut without me even trimming anything, and then we could trim it. Should it have been higher? Because if it was higher, this would have been right on top of that.
It says right below the look.
Okay, below the step. It made a noise. All right, good, done. So now we'll trim the edges. There's extra fabric that has to be trimmed that sticks out kind of above the rubber seal. We used a variety of small scissors, large scissors, and a razor blade, and they all worked about the same. All right, I'm gonna do the back one. Ignore the old man coughing. This one looks easier because, so I went and pulled down the top. It's got little hooks. Because of that, it's easier to line up where it goes. So I'm just going to go ahead and start clipping around. So this one should be a lot easier. I mean, not that the clips have gotten any easier to put in. The back one had two little holes right at the top of the screen that seated over the upper latches for the back doors. And that really eased my mind that I was getting this thing in the right place. And I used the technique I developed on the other screen where I would place a few of these clips and then I would go across with the rubber gasket, kind of placing it into place as I went. Actually, I thought that's what I did, but now watching this, it looks like I did the whole top and the corners and then I hammered the rubber into place. Maybe I didn't learn my lesson the first time.
Once you try to put it back, then you...
Hammer. Okay, here we go. You can see I had to undo the top corner, and now I'm kind of placing some of the clips, pushing the rubber in, placing some of the clips, pushing the rubber in. That's really the best way to do this. That was a nightmare. So the back is not magnet. All right, let's see if it'll, if the door will close on that side. It probably catches on this other side to hold the bottom. It does. All right, so we gotta do the other side first. Yeah, so this, you got a screen up there. Oh yeah, maybe this can like hook onto the door or something. I don't know. I don't know how you'd reach it. That is kind of cool. All right, let's finish. All right, you don't have to see the other side. This is awful. Okay, that was in. Let's make sure it shuts. Just a little bit of fabric at the top. We're gonna trim that. So this one has a couple of things. It's got the roll up for the screen and it's got a split. All right, I wonder, look, it's got these little hooky doos. No, where would you put that? Yeah, I don't know what those are. I'll look it up. I don't know what those are for. Anybody know? Tell me, leave a comment. Let's roll this thing up. Make it easier if it's zipped. All right, hold on. Okay, look, this is 4. So you got to do those, and then you do this one, and it comes around there and catches right there. What?
Walking in the video with a tail.
The video's not gone. And that's
It should be.
oh, it is?
Yeah, I'll delete that out, maybe. Ta-da! So that's done. We just got to trim excess.